All right. So as the war room was interrupted by phase spiders, and then later these ethereal marauders, these lizard like creatures, the group has managed to essentially combat the eyes that watch and down to people that were initially in the meeting. Dregnar is still somewhere in the ethereal as he ran off, and then Jade, the Kenku cartographer, lays limp on the ground, essentially right outside the door of the war room. Well, I should kind of recess this a little bit, as y'all were up on the third floor. So when y'all opened and looked around, Grant, when you looked around, you wouldn't have actually seen the second floor because y'all on the third. And then Dregnar, when you were running out, you were actually following, like, essentially it's weird. Inanimate objects here on this plane aren't necessarily like the building, but it's, there's stuff that naturally arises to represent the same space being taken. In here, it's more like a stone hive filled with webbing and everything, and that's where you're running along. You both likely saw and heard what I told you, just one floor up. So, this is going to go on to round 4, 12, 15 seconds.
Sorry.
You're digging in the bag of holding?
Yeah, I dig in the bag of holding for 2 things.
Okay.
I immediately pull up the diamond and toss it to, was it Wix that asked?
Yeah.
And I also pull out the mouse because I don't want it to die.
Okay, what are you pulling out first?
The diamond.
All right, the diamond, then in the next 6 seconds, you'll be able to use your interact with objects and pull out the mouse. Got it. The rat. You toss Wiggs the diamond. I believe you have 2. Mark off whichever one you ended up tossing him, because I believe both of them should cover.
I have 4 tiny diamonds and 2 well-cut diamonds.
Then you need to give him one that's worth 250 or more.
Yeah, well-cut.
Okay, got it. You toss it to him. He kind of bobbles it, looks at it, and he's like, this will do. Here goes nothing. And what you see is he pulls out a vial that he keeps on his side, puts the diamond in his hand, with his teeth uncorks the vial and pours it on the diamond, and you hear this intense sizzling sound as this like acidic compound starts to eat away at the diamond, and he's like focusing and he's gritting at the pain, and then you see it just start to, it smells like, really bad, right? Like burnt hair, but then it starts to swirl and move, and there starts to be a light. And he's like, I hope this works, and he just slams it down on the Jade's chest. Nothing happens. So I need people in this area. How are you going to try to convince Jade to come back? Y'all don't know her very well, so start being creative.
Can I run over?
You can, yeah.
Can I assume all the Kenkus come from like a Kenku motherland?
Okay.
Racist, or...
Yeah, I get what you're saying. There is a very large population of Kenku up in the, the Yin-Lara Osreach borders, right? That's where I believe that's where you're from.
Yeah.
So that's, you're considered Sylvan folk, Tengu folk. Yeah, there's a large group. Like I said, you traveling through here, and I misspoke. I said you maybe only saw about 24 in your 5 years traveling down here. You've probably seen something more like 200, 300, Kenku. They are dispersed, but they're not that common down in the southern portion of Rune. Majority of them are from Yin-Lara, Osreach area. Some of them might have been born here, but yeah.
I guess I'll approach her with the group. I don't know, are we sure we can reach her? What's happening? Wix just slammed the diamond and
just telling you mechanically speaking. So 2 things that we do, at least in my games, when people die, and I've kind of adopted this, one from one game and another one from Critical Role. people of importance, so party members and inner NPCs and stuff that you interact with, when you are reviving them, you need to succeed a ritual to help increase the resurrection DC or decrease the resurrection DC if you mess up, right? You make it easier or harder. You get 3 attempts to make it better. If you do it, it makes it that much easier to bring them back. Another thing is when someone is on, rolling death saves, hi, I get to roll them, and I don't get to tell you what they are, just to increase the stress. So that way, like y'all don't see that, let's say, let's just say Marb, you fell, right? And then instead of you rolling the D20 and being like, yes, I got a 17, a success, I'll just roll and I'll be like, okay, next. Next.
You die.
Yeah,
Well,
so
I think if you die, he tells you.
I will tell you, yeah, but, but I want to keep it so, because, I want it to be
Can't
stressful.
just
I want
game it and be like, nah, he's got 2 more turns.
Exactly. Yeah. I wanted to kind of gnaw at the back of your head. Wait, shit! Did Adam roll a natural 1 on a death save? Is he down to 2 already? Like, what's happening? Something like that. So,
Spooky.
yeah. Essentially, so right now the DC for a regular resurrection is 10. Not too hard. Y'all can help. Do something in this
Does Wig
time.
Does Wig seem like he's struggling with the ritual, with the spell, with the process?
He needs some help to bring it back. Like there needs to be something to tether a familiarity for her to be brought back. The body is there. The magic is there. The magic is looking for the soul.
So if we get that sense, then I would I'm just fucking pissed off because I didn't even see this happen.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna be over like, what happened? I'm gonna fucking kill this. Can you bring her back? She's working on this project for me. She can't be dead, man.
All right. Give me a. You know what? Let's just make it a straight, just your force of charisma. So your character.
Okay.
I'll let you be proficient in it.
Yeah, I was gonna do either intimidation or persuasion. So either
you know
one's
what?
the same.
Intimidation is good because you said you were gonna kill it. Yeah. So go ahead. Intimidation works.
So here we go. 23 total.
Definite success.
I will be cradling, the pieces of jade, I guess, and be like, please, I've already lost 1 bird friend. I can't handle losing 2.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know you well, but you seem like a good person. Just please come back to us, and I'll look up at Wiggs and be like, if there's anything I can do, just tell me. Like, I know some magic, but just please bring her back.
Wiggs will, just as you say that, kind of instinctively grab your hand and kind of place yours over his, and and we'll just say focus. Go ahead and give me a medicine check, but you can use your intelligence instead.
Wait, what does that mean?
So for you, it would just be D20 plus 4.
Okay.
And since y'all don't know this individual very well, the DC is pretty high to improve it, if that makes sense. Like
7 total.
Sure.
7 total.
Mm-hmm.
You're focusing and trying to help, but that emotion is, is in the way.
Okay.
All right, one more person. Oh, I guess it was Marb, right? Marb, you had something?
Yeah. I want to start describing as geographically as accurate as I can, remember our homeland, the cliffs, the beautiful sights from the top of the mountain,
Okay.
Come back to us, you'll get to see it again, you love maps, that region is super unexplored, those forests are heavy dense, come back to us, you have a purpose in this world.
Nice. I'll say go ahead and I will allow you to do this one at advantage because you did something very familiar to her. Persuasion check to bring her back.
Is this?
Can you roll that persuasion check for me?
Sure.
Or someone.
Is that possible?
What's that?
Can I guidance him? Is it possible? Distraught.
Yeah, I mean, if you said you would, so sure, I'll roll it just so it's fair, so no one feels bad. Persuasion +6.
I can totally not because I'm fine if I'm too sad for it. I get it. I just want to help however I can help.
They're fine. 26 total. Definite success.
Nice.
As you're kind of describing, the cliffs and how the hills run straight up to the cliffs, and there's places where the clouds and the cliffs and the trees all mesh, and you can't tell what's happening, where the differences lie, or only those that are actually from there know how to navigate. You, Marb, as you look down, you see her chest just
Oh, thank God.
and down. She's unconscious. She's lost a lot of blood. She looks bad. And as you see the dissolved, alchemic effect on the diamond, as it was placed on her chest, has now kind of stained the feathers there to a permanent silvery white color.
I immediately, seeing her breathe, cast Cure Wounds level 2 on her.
Go for it.
I think level 1 would have still probably maxed her out.
But he's emotional,
I get
man.
it. It's just funny.
I could have gone 3. I was being reasonable, I thought. 4d6. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Also, Adam, I don't know if you saw my note, but I am going to immediately bamf after that.
Gotcha. You can roll all ones and you'll max heal her. Don't worry.
The spell was cast with love.
5, 4, 3, so...
So you feel the magic, take place, and you see the wounds where there was a gaping hole start to stitch and everything, but there's no feathers because the feathers haven't grown back yet. And she's got gash marks and puncture holes where the moths did clamp. She's breathing, and you feel confident that you healed her. She's just out, she's unconscious just from the trauma, the shock on her body. But you have most certainly taken away any peril that she's in. With this, Davis, immediately after you did that, you would have bamfed. That would have been another 12 seconds or so total. You're about halfway down.
I just immediately look around and see if I see anything that... Because I know there was the 2 things next to her that are dead, but I'm just looking for anything
Perception check.
Sure. 8.
You're still kind of in a daze from getting what you saw, and you promised to kill something, and you're just focusing on trying to find something to kill.
Yeah.
There's nothing there to kill, damn it.
I'm running off this direction I saw Dregnar go.
Okay, at this point, you would, you run,
I know
run,
I'm way slower than him.
Is hella fast.
I know, but I'm hoping he stopped somewhere and I can catch up.
Yeah, so jumping over to Dregnar, in this, 30 seconds since you bolted out of the room and headed down, and then bolted down essentially this winding cavern laced with spider webs and all that, what have you done? Just continued running towards the sounds, or what?
Yeah, wherever the sound is, I'll be heading, and not that beeping noise.
Okay, give me a survival check while you're down here. Grabbing something out of the oven. Sorry, guys. Nice, 21. Yeah, so you've honed in on that sound of hoofs clopping and the sound of a lively city, and you're running and running and running. As you're darting through, you do see some of the motions around you just seem to, in your running, caught the attention of a few other creatures down here, and they're starting to kind of figure out a way to get to you. But you've made distance.
If they're coming at me, I'll prepare to kick some ass.
All right.
As I'm running after him, I'm going to yell out for him, by the way.
Yeah. Go ahead, Dregnar. You have a high enough passive perception. You do hear Davis's voice kind of echoing, winding down the tunnels. It's muffled. It's a bit of a distance away, but he is here.
Okay, then I will head towards him.
Okay, so you kind of start running back and slightly back up the direction that was there. You can see Davis well before Davis can see you, because he's kind of navigating through this winding cavern that you've run through. again, as you're moving, you see just movement around you, but nothing seems to actually be approaching you at this point. But you do hear the.
I'll let Davis know that we're kind of surrounded.
Mm-hmm.
Then we should probably get back, huh?
Yeah,
Again, I don't know how you're gonna get back. I have a way for you to get back. Can you get back yourself? I don't know.
No.
Okay, then
I don't even know how I got here.
Yeah, I don't know how you did it. Well, here, I've got a little bit of time. Try this. So let's recreate what happened. Grapple me.
Okay.
Oh, please kill him in the other zone.
I mean, I'm not that smart. This is what I saw happen.
like
This
it,
is what I'm trying to recreate.
Adam, since I'm not really sure about this, I kind of like grapple his wrist.
Yeah, I get you. You grab him, Davis. What are you doing?
Shift.
You shift, and Dregnar, there's no Davis in your hand.
Fuck. And then
Oh
wait
no!
6.
I killed him.
Wait 6 seconds. I'll go back.
Go ahead and give me another perception check, Dregnar.
Good.
Okay, yeah, you're just waiting, and then Davis kind of reappears, and where your hand was, his hand doesn't reappear in it. It just kind of bumps your hand out of the way.
All right, that didn't work.
Okay, they were.
Okay, here, and then I'm gonna hand him the Hearthstone, and I'll be like, "This will take a while. You have to sit and focus and attune to this thing, and hopefully it works. There's a chance that it might not work, and if it does, I don't know how to get you out of here, but we'll try. But in the next couple seconds, I'm probably just.
But what about you?
Once this is done, I'll shift back automatically. That's the way it works." I checked.
Fingers crossed.
It does? Okay.
Well,
got
here,
it.
I think it's actually specifically on the item that you said. It says at the end of the blink effect, the user returns to the plane they originated from when casting blink.
Gotcha. But that's where I want to make sure of the spell. Okay. Because it doesn't have shit. I guess. I mean, like, for me, I would say that makes sense. But, like, for me, thematically, and this might be just because I copied the wording of the blink spell in my head, and you can say, no, I don't agree with it because it's not written. But I would say you give the stone to be able to go back. So if you give it to him, essentially, when blink runs out, you don't have the stone on you, so it isn't able to go back.
I mean, that's fine.
Because that is the source of the magic, right? The stone itself is the source of the magic.
Yeah, the way I interpreted it.
Person.
Yeah, the way I interpreted it is like I have like a lingering effect on me as a being now. The stone initiated the effect, but doesn't like keep it going necessarily. That's the way I read it.
Yeah, Adam, wouldn't the stone cast a spell for you?
That's fine.
You don't have the ability, and then when the spell runs out, it does the end effect.
Okay, cool. That's fine. If you get that, that's fine. That makes more sense. It's just my head. I was just thinking that way. All right, Davis. So you hand him the stone, and you kind of are sitting there, and because you probably have about 15 seconds.
So now we're just like sitting there nervously for like 15 seconds. Like, well, good luck. You can start now, I guess.
Dregnar stares at the stone and concentrates, squints very hard at it.
While also paying attention to all the spiders that are surrounding me right now.
But it means he also has to roll a d20, right, Adam?
Yeah. Oh, that's when he finishes it.
Or yeah.
So, Dregnar. So, Davis, any last words before you bamf?
Good luck. Hope I see you on the other side in like an hour, I guess.
No. All right.
Oh, Calisor's got a point.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good point, actually.
This is the plane you bamf from.
Yep.
Yeah,
but we can dispel it. But you can dispel magic on it, maybe.
I don't do any of us have dispel magic?
Yeah.
I do have it ready.
I have dispel magic.
Here's the thing.
Can't Dregnar just ride a spider back? Are you able to interact with the stuff on the plane?
Animal handling has to be easier than us trying to figure out the physics of magic.
Sure. So again, with that being mentioned, 15 seconds pass by, Davis.
Yep, I'm out.
All right. Oof, Davis is back on this plane. Dregnar, the stone in your hand is ice cold. It's uncomfortable to hold. It's not like hurting you, it's just uncomfortably cold.
Oh,
And you
Davis,
hear the chittering of the chitinous legs and the mandibles around you.
here, I'll paste the whole. If you want me to paste the whole thing in the chat,
There should be a link. You
there
could
is.
probably just...
Let me see if I can find it.
Can I try to save my mouse now?
Oh yeah, you would have been in there. So you pull the mouse out. Let me look up the stats on a rat real quick.
He should have had to hold his breath for a brief
I don't
period.
know if he knew to hold his breath.
The-
Intelligence of 2. It would not have known to hold its breath. So yeah, and it was in there. It has a -1 Constitution, so it can't even hold his breath for a minute. So no, this thing is ice cold.
Another diamond.
Whoa.
It's a little thing, so can we use the little diamond?
Unfortunately, I don't think that's how it works. I mean,
Hey,
you can improvise, you can try to be creative. But no, as you pull it back, it's just kind of like its head is kind of just limp and leaned back, kind of.
All right. Well, you know what? Lesson learned. Guys, you can't put living things in the bag of holding. Davis, where?
Unless you want to kill
Go back
them.
to Dregnar. Where is Dregnar? Like, which direction is Dregnar?
He's down. I think we were down. Were we downstairs or did we come back up?
You guys were essentially on. Actually, give me an intelligence check.
Okay.
Again, it's not gonna be very high, but I need a Kinda weird.
12 minus 1, so 11.
11. It's enough. You can ascertain that you were probably somewhere along the balcony of the second floor,
Okay.
looking over to the first floor lobby.
So yeah, we were down on the floor below when we, or whatever, something like the floor below, at least on that side. And when I came back, I think it was, I was downstairs. So that's where hopefully he comes back, but he can move around. So I don't know. Like I said, it'll take a while.
Can you get back to him?
Not
Can
anymore.
you get back to him? Because we may be able to reach him. Can you get back to him?
I can't anymore. No.
Okay, follow me to take me to where you think he is. Al, come with me.
Okay.
You can cast Detect Magic too, right?
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, I follow them too. I want
I
to do that.
I cast Detect Magic, and
Well, I'll lead them there as best I
start
can.
yelling out Dregnar.
What happens if we triply cast
Right,
that magic? Can we like combine our detection magic?
Super Detection Magic.
Like, didn't you and Al like worked on a illusion together before? Can we do the same with detect magic?
Can we? layer it?
You guys can certainly interact and try to work together. Try to help each other coordinate. Essentially, maybe allow y'all to make checks that you wouldn't normally be able to do.
Davis, did you give him? You gave him your magic stone.
Yeah. That's how he should be able to just come back and forth.
Okay.
Adam, are there any
Holy crap!
webs that from the other spiders in this room?
No, looking around, you don't see any webbing or anything.
Okay.
But apparently we see 6 more spiders.
No,
They're too close.
Okay, yeah. So we run to wherever we think he is, and I'm gonna with Detect Magic on, just try and feel for Dregnar or the stone that he has. I know how the stone works from I believe. So if he gets to attune it, do you have that pasted information for that? Sorry, out of character.
He pasted it in Materia channel. Marb, real quick, as you are kind of interacting with the group, and you're talking about like the detect magic, kind of 4 people doing detect magic, go ahead and give me a spell casting check. So your wisdom plus your proficiency.
Wisdom plus proficiency.
So I should be +6 if I'm not mistaken. I remember your character sheet.
Where's spellcasting?
You're a wisdom-based spellcaster, so that's just how I know. So 20 plus 6.
Also, if you click spells, it says modifier +3 for you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Marb. Something. I don't know if you were connected or not, or if you lost voice, but something that Wig said when they were talking like ethereal plane. He did say, "See invisibility, true sight," something like that. You have it always on your list as a hunter.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I always forget about my hunter specific spells.
Mm-hmm. I try to keep them up to date for you on your extras, on your notes. Sorry, where you kind of
on D&D Beyond, you can only have like
I know.
the normal ones.
Yeah.
Oh, bananas. Okay, can I go ahead and cast that one as well? Let me click one for detect magic.
Okay. So the way that it works, they 1 hour action, non-concentration. Yeah, so you're good. So as it kind of registers with you, Marb, you kind of find in one of your pouches a little bit of silver powder and like some powder of talc that you keep. Rub it together and kind of like like a football player, kind of underneath your eyes. Dig the little mashes, and then your eyes kind of glisten and turn that same like ethereal glowy kind of color, and you can kind of see it's really weird because you're seeing what the material plane that you're on. You see this building, but now you see like this almost like cavernous web structures, like a cave that's filled with webbing that lines and follows the same outline of this building. And then as you're looking and you're following, you do essentially then see Dregnar. It's kind of, I don't know what he's doing yet, but you'll see Dregnar, and there's just spiders just all around. Dregnar, what have you been doing?
Well, I've been trying to attune to this stone, but if there's spiders, I hear spiders around me. I'm also paying attention to that, waiting to, have to attack.
Okay, so you're just holding your ground?
I'm just holding my ground right now.
All right, go ahead and so these spiders will definitely then lunge towards you. Are you patience defending? Are you just dodge action defending continuously? Or?
Well, if they attack, I'm going to attack back. So
yeah, I figured. But yeah, I would say I figure for now the first set of attacks will be against you dodging. To be a little. What is their bonus again? +4. Marb, you see this clear as day, essentially. Miss. Ooh, next 20. Miss.
No, that misses too. The natural 20 misses.
Okay, so 2 hits. No, fuck it. I need to put my dice up. You take the 10 plus 2. Wait, that's 12 on this one. You take 13 points from the crit.
Am I still raging?
Not at this point. If you were trying to attune, you've been kind of focusing on that. Also, the time frame would have dropped your rage. You could re-rage once they start attacking you, of course. So you take 23 points of total damage. I need you to give me 2 Constitution saving throws. DC 11 both.
Is it for poison?
Yes. So advantage. Yeah, thank you. Save. One more. Save. Okay, so you take you essentially take a quarter of this because you take half damage and then you take half damage again because you're resistant, right? So it's 88 because it's 2 sources of it. So what's that? A quarter of it. So 11, 12, 13 points of poison damage. I guess 12 points of poison damage. Yeah, 12.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then as they lunge, they leap back and kind of crawl up into the, and then they kind of.
Okay.
I
Just let
see
me know.
what's happening and tell Davis, like, grab a knife and like shoot it at the spot where Dregnar is. And it's like right there. I can see him in the ethereal plane. He's getting attacked by spiders. Like, let's help him.
Okay.
Sure, I can run up and attack.
You whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
Yeah.
No matter what you do, there's nothing there, though.
Yeah, I didn't figure.
Separate plane of existence. See, invisibility allows you to see it.
Yeah, I'm just marking the spot in the room layout
Mm-hmm.
so that Davis can like teleport. Oh no, the rock!
Yeah, I can't do it anymore. I gave it to him.
Mm-hmm.
Fudge. I guess like, well, fuck. Like he's surrounded by spiders and attacking him right now. I can see it with my super invisibility eyes right now.
Do none of you guys have any way of like opening a portal or anything to the? I don't know.
All right. Who has detect magic going right now?
Me, Al, I think.
Me.
All right, the three of you. All right. I guess the best thing I can have y'all do, because y'all are on the third. Go ahead and roll me perception checks.
Who? The detect magic guys?
The three with the detect magic, yeah. Marb at advantage because you also have the invisibility going. Dregnar, what are you doing? Are you holding your ground?
Rage, dodge.
Rage dodge. Okay, go ahead and heal.
I'm a lucky man.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I didn't use your luck
Too many
point.
single digits.
I thought about using a luck point for you at one point.
24. All right, so it's good enough. So all of you, okay. So as you guys are kind of scanning around and looking and just thinking, with the detect magic, all three of you kind of pick up on just little teeny tiny faint motes, almost looking like tracks. Just little teeny tiny points where like maybe little legs would go. And you can kind of follow them, and there's a whole network of them all around. But there seems to be, like, you know how when ants travel, you'll see like maybe one or two ants kind of branch off, but you do see like a constant stream essentially. You kind of find like a roadway of little, and it leads up to the room, but it also leads down and out the door from the second floor down to the first floor and out beyond the courtyard. Or the front entrance.
Does it look like one path is slightly more?
That's what I'm saying. Like one is heavily traveled. That's what I'm trying to say. Like
Yeah.
where you see like where ants kind of make like this column. It's like a 3x3 highway, right? You got that big funnel.
I followed that path.
All right.
Ooh, I just immediately like say like I see tracks and start following the big path.
So as you're kind of running, and then Marb, you look back and you see just Dregnar essentially swarmed by spiders on this other plane that you can do nothing with. He's just seems to like put up, and you kind of see his like stance, like he's in a very defensive stance, yelling at them essentially at the same time. The three of you kind of walk together and run, and as you guys are starting to run, you guys are getting attention of the people down in the lobby, right? They're just kind of making their regular, exchanging of quests, posting, reading the board, discussing amongst each other, and then they just hear this large group of people just running, or essentially because like Hava, Jade, Seb, and Wiggs and Sarah will kind of stay back with Jade just to make sure she's going to be okay and get her somewhere else safe. But I'm assuming what's Calisor, Davis, and Grant doing?
I don't feel good about abandoning the civilians again. Can we get them downstairs with us?
Yeah, you can call. You can talk to them. You can.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, let's.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I want to like tell them to bring Jade down to the first floor, so we're in the common room or something like that. Not to stay isolated here, because these things can come out of nowhere. We need to keep everyone together and ready. They were clearly watching us, and that we're talking about these hags is important. So let's everyone get kind of locked down a little bit.
Good point. Yeah. Seb will say, good point. Let's go. And like
Pick her
Jade
up.
is unconscious, essentially. Yeah. You pick her up.
I'll bull strength and pick her up.
Perfect.
But
Easy enough.
before Seb runs off, I want to kind of yell at him and be like, "Hey, do we have any like magic users that could help us get our friend back from the other side? Anybody
We'll
here?
see who. Well,
Someone good with portals and
Wigs, portals, anything? It's like chemistry, alchemy. That's my.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe
you
someone
can't do
down
it.
there.
Okay, and then I'll just whatever way he points, I'm gonna run and just start asking
Yeah.
around.
Y'all essentially are like running down along, and like eyes and heads are turning and watching y'all, and they're kind of as this large group of individuals is running from the second floor out and running down and cutting through the lobby. People are just kind of naturally parting out of the way. Some people are like, "What's going on? What's happening?"
Menagerie needs your help. We need to get someone back from the ethereal plane. Help.
Yeah, I'd shout out if you can get us to another plane, or if you can fight. We need help. Help now. Come with us, please.
That will be like, we gotta defend the home ground. Everybody get prepared. And then you just see anyone that is equipped start, they recognize who Seb is, and they just kind of start drawing weapons, start looking around. It's like, what are we fighting? What's going on?
Gonna yell, we lost random dwarf on another plane. Save random dwarf for this. We need to shift planes.
All right. Seeing. Okay. Nice.
20 mist dragons appear out of the darkness.
All right, Dregnar. Okay, so you're dodging, raging, and you've healed up a bit. What are you doing, sir? Going after one of them, or?
No, I would realize that Davis knows I'm here. If this gem doesn't work, this is probably my best bet.
The gem. Okay, so are you gonna? Because you understand as an adventurer that, and with like items like the great maw pot or the ladle, right? That it took you time to affix to that item, to attune to it. It's about an hour. Needs to be concentrated on that. So are you? That's what I'm going to try to ascertain. Are you trying to? I'm trying to picture what you're doing. You're trying to find somewhere to hide? Are you trying to find somewhere to run away to? Or are you just going to try to beat these spiders to a pulp?
Well, I know I'm surrounded, so I know I really can't move anywhere.
Well, they're not like so they're like up on the stones looking down at you, and they're going to stalk you and follow you. But you, by all means, sorry, let me just make it a little bit more clear. They're not like blocking you. They're like, there you go.
Well, if there's one close to me, I'm gonna attack it.
All right, go for it. So you kind of shift over. It's like low enough, just presenting its dripping fangs at you. Go ahead. That 14 hits.
No, it's grappled.
Oh, grapple. Oh.
Yeah.
2. As you go to grapple, it shoves you off.
Okay.
Anything with your movement?
I'll move as far away as I can. I don't have the ability. Well, I have one key point, but I don't want to spend it right now.
Gotcha. So as you go to move, two of them, yeah, they both miss you. They kind of come down. The other ones are not in range, and they're just kind of shifting up in the ceiling, in the webbing, and you start booking it. I mean, even with you just running, you're faster than these things. So you're starting to make some, we'll say for the time being, you're running. Go ahead and give me a perception check. So yeah, as you're running, you notice just that the the cavern does kind of follow a layout that you're expecting. You're not getting lost. It's essentially the mapping that you think of the Adventures League Hall. You
Mhm.
don't see your friends at this point, or the shades of them. But you'll keep running and running, and we'll come back to you in a moment. All right, as you guys are in the material plane calling out for people, the Detect Magic crew, you guys are kind of following this, like, essentially this footstep highway, and you see them kind of going and going. All of you, since you have a idea of where it is, go ahead and give me another set of perception checks at advantage. And then Calisor, Grant, and Davis, are you doing anything during this time, or just kind of following the group?
I said I was running around upstairs trying to find someone, because the wigs pointed off like somewhere in some direction for me to ask people, right?
Oh, right. Okay, so you're just amongst the first floor
Yeah,
asking
just
like adventure.
sticking my head in like every room. Like, can anybody help with the, help the menagerie get somebody back from the ethereal plane? Nope.
Okay.
But yeah.
Gotcha. Oh, damn. 25. All right, Marb, you're not Marb, Roque. It's getting kind of, you're getting stressed out and tired from all this emotion and running and all that, and you've kind of lost your focus. Marb and Al, you start seeing where the pathway kind of goes, and it starts crawling up the side of a building and then kind of down, and then it kind of goes into essentially where there's a well, and then you kind of run, and there's a well in the middle, and it just seems to be like the foot traffic goes down, the little gator mounts go down into the well.
I would lose a step, and I'm just gonna follow the other two.
Gotcha. Marb and Al?
Nico, we can't hear you. You're lighting up, but we can't hear you.
And Al, if you're talking, we can't hear you either. Aw, boo.
Oh
Don't
no,
put
the
me-
ethereal plane got them.
Go.
Oh, you're back. We
Sorry,
hear
there's Corbin. Okay. Gotcha. Staying with Jade. I'll put you up with.
He's doing bench presses with her dead body.
you. Oh god. She's alive now. What the fuck?
I guess technically the spiders would fade. Conjure animals
Presses with her dead body.
is 1 minute, right?
I think so. Let me double check. I have it right here.
Might be up to 10 minutes.
It's an
I also
hour
don't
actually.
remember.
Concentration.
Oh wow, an hour.
I
Jesus.
thought it was like an
Forever.
hour.
Okay. Are you doing anything with your spiders at this time, Calisor?
I feel like it's probably not the best idea to bring them downstairs with us at this moment.
Nah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Are there any like windows in the room that we're in?
Sure. I mean, in the previous room, yeah, up here there's like windows that you would expect, and they're glass pane, but they can be opened and everything.
So I guess I would like open them and have the spiders just kind of like crawl down on the outside of the wall.
All right.
Trying to like, avoid having people see them, just to like get down to the lower level.
All right, go ahead. Since you said avoid, you said the magic word. Go ahead and give me stealth checks for your spiders. Each as a separate roll.
They would not get my stealth.
No. They have what their sheet says. So it's like +2 or +3 probably. Whatever their dex is. It's D20 plus dex if they don't.
That's 3.
So Marb, do you hear me now, Nico?
Yes, can you guys hear me?
Yes. Okay. Perfect. We can hear you. So, you, Al, and Roque. Okay. Your spiders went outside. We'll see what happens with those stealth rolls. Marb, when you were rolling for the perception check, you and Al continue to have a bead on that, that little, we'll call it the ant trail, even though it's not necessarily ants, the bug trail. And it goes and it winds up a building and then down the building and then kind of into a well, like kind of in a semi like cross street area, and it goes straight down. So, and then you, Al, and you have a fix on it, and Roque is gonna fall in a step behind.
Crap, you got a rope? Do we go down this? How far back is the rest of the party?
Davis is inside trying to find people with the menagerie to help the menagerie. Grant is staying with Jade and Calisor was instructing his spiders, so he's a little bit behind you guys.
As soon as I like,
This is an empty well, right?
You look down, it looks empty. I'm sorry, what was that? As soon as you what, Jesse?
as soon as I like sent the spiders down the wall, I would have like run to follow Al.
Okay, yeah. You'll catch up, essentially.
Can I hold out my drift globe and cast? Is it light? Daylight?
Daylight? Oh, sure, yeah. Mark off that
Oh,
charge.
sorry. Could I see the bottom with regular?
Oh, with ray light?
Regular.
Yes, you can. It's not a very deep well.
Okay. Can I do that?
50 feet of rope. Can I use one of the pythons to secure it somewhere and just like drop it and go down the well?
Yeah, you can kind of like stick it in. Al, you can like put your foot on it to kind of help it or hold it or whatever, and then yes.
Sweet. Then I go down the well. Kind of like set everything out and tells like, Al, blow your magic horn and. No, you can't transmit thoughts, right? It's just an alarm.
Yeah, just let them know. I don't know if they can hear it. Can you
I
hear
don't know, like they
directionally?
put like an arrow like right outside. Hopefully someone can recognize this. Like, I'll blow your horn, let anyone in the menagerie know we need them down here
Guys, I gotta...
ASAP, and then jump back.
Yes, you can. I'll be right back. Sorry.
Okay.
Well,
I don't know about Morse code, but we can try some other stuff.
1 toot for come back up, 2 toots for come back up right now.
that's a good idea. We need to develop a language like one is for like it's all good, you good, and then like 5 beeps in a row. It's like Simon's here, run. Full set of scale.
Simon's here.
7 is, you should have pulled me up 15 seconds ago. What are you doing?
Except in this case, I should have pulled you up 15 seconds ago.
Hmm?
I think on that note, I'm gonna leave y'all for tonight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to bed and get ready for tomorrow. But
Okay.
For Mario, he's just like following that path as fast as possible, just trying to get to Dregnar before he gets like
Swallowed up.
spun up. I don't know.
Okay. Sorry, guys. No, I guess I need to call it.
That's fine.
Good.
All good?
Yeah.